Better Bow Hunter, brought to you by Lancaster Archery Supply.
Hey everybody, this is PJ Reilly. On this segment of Better Bow Hunter, we're going to head down to the ASA in Fort Benning, Georgia, where we're talking to Easton Pro Chris Perkins. Perkins is going to talk to us about fletching and how that affects his tournament arrows, and then how he takes that information and applies it to his bow hunting arrows as well. All right, fletchings. Chris, before we jump into the bow hunting side of it, fletchings for you as a target archer, what are you trying to accomplish? What do you use and what are you trying to accomplish?
Here I'm using a 2-inch. Basically what I'm trying to do is get the utmost accuracy out of my system. You know, here we shoot a max of 50 yards, so I'm not looking for something that's going to be crazy as far as 80, 90, 100 yards, you know, maybe a little bit more vane, a little bit less point weight. Here I have a relatively high 2-inch vane, profile vane, 140 grain point. Basically what I want to do is I want to try and balance those two. You know, I don't want to get too little a point weight and too much vane to where, you know, it's not really, that system essentially is not really working together. Basically here, run as much helical as I can with a 2-inch vane, lots of forgiveness, 30, 40, 50 yards.
Gotcha. All right, so then we're switching over to bow hunting. Gonna have a hunting arrow, but now especially those fixed blades. I mean, that seems to be the one that causes people problems.
Yeah, the fixed blade, I mean, you have a lot of surface area there, you've got a lot of drag, you know, you're moving a lot of air out front, unlike, you know, a field point or even, you know, a mechanical.
Sure.
So tons of options there. You even have options to go to a 1.5-inch fixed, and that's relatively where you're gonna run into the issues of that arrow on a horizontal line wanting to wander left or right.
Right.
So basically what you're wanting to do there, 2.5, 3-inch, maybe even a 4-inch vane. There again, all depends on what you're hunting, where you're hunting, and the distance you're shooting. You're gonna have to run a little bit more of a vane when it comes to a fixed blade broadhead just because of how much surface area that broadhead is moving.
For fletch, we're seeing a lot of folks doing that. Why are they going to that? Why is that so popular?
For fletch is just giving you that more stability, and there again, if you're wanting to run a shorter vane, essentially shorter vane is going to be a lighter vane, right? So a little bit lighter vane, they're going to run a 4-fletch in the back end, which is going to kind of act like maybe a 3-inch, you know,
Gotcha.
3-vane option. Just gives them a little bit more stability in the back end, a little bit more added weight in the back end to kind of balance that system out.
Gotcha. Perfect. That's a great tip. Fletching, not just for target archers, important for you bow hunters too.